Good afternoon, students. I am very happy to meet you in this online session. I hope you are well and fine at your home and studying your lesson well. Okay, good. Today actually I have a plan to take some grammar portion for you. For the past 1.5 months, I have been taking only the theory parts like prose, poem and supplementary. We completed 3 units. So 1 or 2 class, I am going to teach some grammar part for you. Okay. So all of you take your note, take your grammar note with the pen. Last class, as I instructed, yes, you should keep one note as well as the writing material with you. Yes. Today, what I said in the last class, to read the poem paragraph. Yes, second poem paragraph. Have you studied? Then letter writing. Second poem paragraph as well as letter writing. Today second unit supplementary. Read second unit supplementary. Sorry, the last class I think I gave this supplementary paragraph, not poem, supplementary paragraph. Yes. Go for third unit. Oh yes, third unit also I said, I think so. Short answers and short answers I said in the last class. Yes, is it clear? Okay, good. We go for paragraph. Third unit prose, we have 2 paragraphs. Page number 66. Highlight the factors responsible for the all women Indian Navy crew to carry out their expedition. Narrate the factors responsible for the all women Indian Navy crew to carry out their expeditions. Write in detail about the selection and training process which the crew underwent. Okay. Selection and training process. So read this 2 paragraphs. Have you understood? Okay, good. Letter writing, have you studied? HUS? Only 6 letters, I think so. Yes, you studied. Yes, good. So come to our grammar part. That is tense. Okay, today we are going to learn uses of tense. Okay, in the lower classes you have studied what is tense and different kinds of tense. Yes, how each tense is divided into, all the things you know very well. Yes, good. Here we are going to learn importance or the uses of tense. That is very important for our spoken English. Okay, if you know well what tense, which context we should use, only we can know in the uses of tense. Before moving into the tense, we should know how many persons and numbers in English. Okay, come, how many persons? 3 persons. How many numbers? Already you have know this. Yes, numbers, 2 numbers, singular, plural. Yes, in your lower classes you may have studied all this. Yes, how many numbers? 3 numbers. How many persons? 2 person. Okay, so what is the first person singular? I. What is the first person plural? We. What is the second person singular? You. What is the second person plural? You. What is the third person singular? He, she, it. What is the third person plural? They. Okay, are you clear? Just I am revising, recap of what you have studied in the lower classes. Okay, so first person singular I, first person plural we, second person singular you, the second person plural you, he, she, it, they. Okay. So high HUS you all know very well, but low HUS, those who have doubts, okay, just see this lesson. Okay. Singular means singular verb will come, plural means plural verb will come. Okay. So here this third person singular. Okay. Third person singular, he, she, it. Okay. So he, she, it means a singular verb will come. They means plural verb will come. Only for the third person singular for present tense. Only for third person singular present tense verb plus we should use as for present tense. Only for third person singular. We know very well we should add verb plus yes or es. Okay, verb plus yes or es only for third person singular. Have you understood? All the other persons no need to write. Okay. For example, okay, when you are writing, he writes a letter. How it is changing? Write is changing into adding yes. Okay. So I write a letter. All these things you studied in the lower classes. Yes, I write a letter. He writes a letter. We write a letter. You write a letter. He writes a letter. She writes a letter. It writes a letter. They write a letter. Keep it in your mind. Is it clear? So if you want to write that one for your understanding. Okay. So third person, we should be very careful. Okay. First person singular, second persons, third persons we should be very clear because it refers to all the living and non-living things. Okay. If a single fan, we should use it refers to it. If a dog, it refers to it. One dog means it. So many dogs means it come under they. Have you understood? So all the persons we should categorize whether it is singular or plural. Have you understood, Anna? Okay. Now first uses of tense we will see the present tense. We see the present tense. How many present form of tense? Okay. So tense is divided into three. One is present tense. Another one is, second one is past tense. The third one is future tense. Three forms of tense: present tense, past tense, and third one is future tense. Okay. So present tense is divided into how they divide the present tense, past tense, future tense. Again, present tense is divided into simple present. The first one is simple present, present continuous. Second one is present continuous. Third one is present perfect. Third one is present perfect. Fourth one is present perfect continuous. If you want to write, you write soon. Okay. First I said three persons and two numbers. Then first person singular, first person plural. Second person singular, second person plural. Third person singular and plural I said. Then only third person singular we should use a verb plus yes or es we should add. Then what you studied in the lower class, tense is divided into three: present tense, past tense, future tense. And again present tense is divided into four: simple present, write fast; present continuous, CONTINUOUS, present continuous; present perfect, present perfect continuous. Write fast, write soon. So this one already in the lower classes you studied, so write fast, right? Don't waste your time. now you are 10th grade students, so little bit write fast, then only we can finish the portion. Don't think that you are a very small children, now you are a very grown up, so write fast. Simple present, present continuous, present perfect, present perfect continuous. So another very important thing is verb form. Yes. So I said the tense verb form is also very important. I just recap what is the tense form. Okay. Verb form means three forms of verb form is there. One is base form for verb form. Base form. Second one is past form. The third one is past participle form. Past participle form. Is it clear? Three forms of verb. One is base form. Second one is past form. Third one is past participle form. Okay, good. One example I will say. Write is base form. Write is base form. Wrote is past form. Then written is past participle form. Okay. So three forms of verb. Okay. So base form, past form, past participle form. This is for your understanding. Okay. So verb means don't say present tense, past tense, like past participle like that. Don't say. It is base form, past form, past participle form. For example, write, wrote, written. Is it clear? Okay. So you are very thorough with now we will move into the uses of tense. Okay. The first one. Okay. The first uses of tense. The first one is uses of simple present tense. Uses of simple present tense. Okay. While I am writing, you just write very fast. Then I will explain. Okay. Okay. First one is simple present tense is used to express habitual action. First, what is the first rule? To express habitual action. What is the first rule for simple present tense? To express habitual action. For example, he drinks tea every morning. He drinks tea every morning. He drinks tea every morning. Second one is I get up every day. I get up every day at 5 o'clock. What is the second one is? He drinks tea every morning. To express habitual action. What you are doing day-to-day life. Okay. First one is we may say I get up at 5 o'clock daily. Or usually I get up at then these are all usual things, habitual actions. He drinks tea every morning. I get up every day at 5 o'clock. Then third example, right? My watch keeps good time. My watch keeps good time. What is the third one? He drinks tea every morning. I get up every day at 5 o'clock. My watch keeps good time. Very important. Another one exam point of view also I am saying what kind of questions they will ask in exam point of view means he dash tea every morning. He dash tea every morning. In the bracket they will give drink. Bracket they will give drink. We should write because drinks why we are using means he is third person singular. So we should say he drinks tea every morning. So this is why gets is not coming, only get is coming means because this is first person singular. Here my watch is third person singular, so we are using keeps. Second rule is, this is first rule. Have you written? Write little bit fast. So to express habitual action, he drinks tea every morning. Second one is I get up every day 5 o'clock. My watch keeps good time. Second one is to express. General truth. To express general truth. Second rule is to express general truth. First one is habitual action. The second one is general truth. For example, okay, the first one is the sun rises in the east. The sun rises in the east. The second one is woods float on water. The second general truth is woods float on water. The third rule is, write the third rule, water boils at 100 degree Celsius. Water boils at 100 degree Celsius. Is it clear? For two rules I have given. One is simple present tense is used for habitual action, to express habitual action. The second one is to express general truth. General truth, if they ask in the exam, you should use only the simple present tense. Okay. The third one is, have we written? Right first. So the sun rises in the east, woods float on water, water boils at 100 degree Celsius. Okay. The third rule is, to express a future event. To express a future event that is part of a fixed timetable. Okay. Listen carefully. Yes, what is the third rule? To express a future event. Future event means going to happen in future. So don't think that we should go for will or shall. Okay, think that is part of a fixed timetable. If it is a timetable or if it is a planned one, we should use only simple present tense. Okay, for example, the first one is, for example, the next flight. The next flight is at 7 tomorrow morning. What is it? The next flight is at 7 tomorrow morning. Second question, the match starts at 9 o'clock. The match starts at 9 o'clock. Third one is, the school, the class reopens. The class reopens on next Friday. Okay, listen. What is the third? To express a future event that is a part of fixed timetable. First example, the next flight, right? So all the references are future reference, but it is a scheduled one. It is already planned, okay, timetable. The next flight is at 7 tomorrow morning. The match starts at 9 o'clock. The class reopens on next Friday. Is it clear? Okay. Right first, right. Right first. And just take down. Don't waste your time. These are all important things I am saying. Already this tense, uses of tense in your textbook. I think so second unit it is given. Third unit it is given. So anyhow, I am giving only important things. Okay. After that we will see the textbook how it has given in your textbook. Okay. The next one is fourth rule. The next rule is fourth rule. That is, it is used. It is used instead of. It is used instead of simple. Used instead of the simple future in single future in classes of time and condition. So the third rule is it is used instead of the simple future in class of time and condition. In classes of time and condition, in 9th grade you may have studied, I think so, class and phrase. Yes, class and phrase. That is what. For example, first, I shall wait till you finish your work. I shall wait till you finish your work. The second one is if it rains, we shall get wet. Third rule. Okay. So just listen. It is used instead of simple future. Instead of simple future, we are using simple present. Okay, come. I shall wait. Okay, this is a simple future till you finish your work. You finish. For example, if it is future reference means you will come. It is not. If it rains, we shall get wet. Very short form. I said simple present tense. That is very important tense in exam point of view. So simple present tense I said only four. One is habitual action. Second one is general truth. Third one is to express future event, that is part of your fixed timetable. It is used. It refers to simple present tense is used instead of simple future in class of time and condition. It is clear. 4 rules I have given. Then right fast we will move into the second one, that is present continuous tense. The second one is present continuous CONTINUOUS, continuous tense. Okay, present continuous. Okay, simple present tense. Okay, 4 rules we have given. We have some adverbs of time references are there. Just write those time references. Normally we can see the words like usually for simple present tense, not present continuous. Some adverb of time references are there. Usually will come, daily will come, then every morning may come, okay, every morning, then regularly may come, generally, often, always, etc. For simple present tense, some keywords we may see in the simple present tense. So for all the places we cannot see, but sometimes we may say this: usually, daily, every morning, regularly, generally, often, always. These words, if you see, means normally it is simple present tense. Come to this point, okay? Present continuous. Write fast. Usually, daily, every morning, regularly, generally, often, always. Okay, so some more words will come. Okay, when you come for regular class, I will give all those details as well. Okay, then present continuous. Okay, first rule is for an action going on at the time of speaking. First one is, for example, okay, for an action going on at the time of speaking. Okay, for example, she is singing now. Okay, so she is singing now. The second one is the boys are playing cricket. Then third example, the students are listening the class. Okay, this is the for an action going on at the time of speaking. So first answer is first example is she is singing now. So for a simple continuous tense, okay, I will give the structure in the next class just to see. For an action going on at the time of speaking, she is singing now. The boys are playing cricket. The students are listening the class. All these incidents happening at the time of at present. Okay, it is going on. So simple present tense we completed. Continuous is going on. Next class onwards we will move little bit fast. Okay, one more class I will teach these tenses, and again we will move into the this theory classes. Okay, take down all the things. Okay, revise. Okay, so you will get some clear idea. Definitely uses of tense, you can score good marks. Okay, thank you, students.